more than 11,000 planes spearheading the attack.
You're scared. You don't know what's coming up.
Henry Len Ochsner was a member of the Screamin' Eagles, the 101st Airborne, 506th Regiment, Easy Company. And on D-Day, he jumped out of a transport plane over France.
You could get killed before you ever hit the ground. We had one of the brothers, they killed him while he was still in his chute, hanging in a tree.
Due to anti-aircraft fire, his unit was scattered over miles. Ochsner said he only ended up with about half the unit he left England with.
82nd and 101st, all mixed. We all landed about the same area, a bunch of us, you know. The Germans, they had well secured in there, around that area there.
And the makeshift unit was immediately thrown into a fight with German soldiers dug in tight.
They had dug foxholes in the line of the hedges, and that's where. And they were well set in them. They had foxholes that we didn't have, you know.
Progress was slow at first. Henry was in the fight every step of the way, a path that would one day lead right to General George Patton.
He says, soldier, he says, you're supposed to be watching everybody that comes to your door. I said, well, I was just saying something to my buddy over here. He says, yeah, he says, I saw that. He says, we'll make an excuse this time. I saw that he had the two white-handled, pearl-handled 45s, and they were match set.
But it wasn't all smiles. Henry was part of a group that liberated a labor camp.
But the bodies were stacked up in a row like that. And there was a stack about that high, and about like from here to there, and there was about 6 or 7 of them stacks all around that area there, you know.
He also ended up at Hitler's famed Eagle's Nest, a mountaintop retreat in Germany visited by Adolf Hitler. But it wasn't easy to get to. A bombing raid damaged the only way up.
We couldn't use the elevator or the tunnel because I think that the Germans dumped big boulders. I mean, 400 and 500-pound boulders, great big rocks, you know. They dumped them down in the elevator. His basement had 5,000 bottles of alcohol, every kind of alcohol you could imagine. And of course, the 101st liberated that.
The HBO miniseries Band of Brothers was based on interviews and other documentation from the 101st Easy Company. Henry said the depiction was pretty close.
But you just can't duplicate things. A lot of it you can't duplicate. You can come close, but that's it.
To this day, he's still a card-carrying member of the Screamin' Eagles and renews it every year. And his brothers take a back seat to no one. Well, almost no one.
And to me, my wife comes first and 101st comes second.
A veteran's voice, still strong, 75 years later.
I belong to an association